Hello, and welcome to Espresso English, the podcast where we chat about different topics to help you practice your English. I'm Andrew, and today I'm joined by my friend Sarah.
Hi there, I'm Sarah, and I'm excited to be here today.
So, Sarah, where are we going to take our listeners today?
Well, Andrew, I presumed it would be fun to explore a beautiful country that's known for its rich history, delicious food, and stunning landscapes. How about Italy?
That sounds fantastic. But could you tell me what presumed means?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. The word presumed means to have an opinion or judgment that something is the case, typically without proof or sufficient evidence. In this context, I used presumed to express that I assumed or took it for granted that you might find it interesting to discuss a country known for its rich history, delicious food, and stunning landscapes.
Wonderful. I've always wanted to visit Italy. Let's start with its history. Italy has such a fascinating past.
Yes, it does. Italy is home to the Roman Empire, which was one of the most powerful empires in history. They contributed significantly to art, architecture, literature, law, politics, engineering, religion, language, warfare, and more. But there's an interesting fact that you might not know.
Wow, that's impressive. But what's the interesting fact that you're referring to?
There was a 700-year war between the Roman Empire and Iran, which was known as Iran-Shar at the time. Despite its power, the Roman Empire was unable to conquer this land. One of their kings, Shapur I, defeated 3 Roman kings and even made Valerian, the mighty king of the Roman Empire, kneel before him.
Wow, I'll bet that most of our listeners don't know that fact. So, Iran was such a powerful empire that the Roman Empire failed in 3 attempts to conquer it?
Yes, I've read the history of Iran, and I can assertively declare that it is the cradle of civilization. Although some websites may suggest otherwise, this is because the excavations in Iran have not been fully completed yet.
I really want to visit Iran one day. By the way, you mentioned the word assertively earlier. Could you tell me what it means?
Sure, assertively is an adverb that means expressing oneself in a confident and positive manner without being aggressive or overbearing. When someone acts assertively, they express their opinions and ideas strongly and clearly while still being respectful and considerate of others.
I've heard of the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. Have you ever visited those places?
I have. They're incredible. You can almost imagine the gladiators fighting for their lives. It's a bit eerie, but also amazing.
I can imagine that. But I've heard that 500,000 warriors and over 1 million animals were killed there. Is that correct?
Unfortunately, that's correct. Most of those who were killed were slaves. However, there is another stunning fact about Iran. Its founder, Cyrus the Great, banned slavery 2,500 years ago.
I hold Cyrus the Great in the highest esteem, and I have a profound respect for his legacy.
So do I, by the way. Could you tell me what you mean by, I hold him in the highest esteem?
Sure, I'd be happy to explain the meaning of, I hold him in the highest esteem. When someone says, I hold him in the highest esteem, they are expressing a very high opinion or regard for that person. It's a formal way of expressing deep respect and admiration for someone. The phrase hold in high esteem is often used to express respect and admiration for a person or their accomplishments. Now, let's talk about Italian cuisine. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
I know, right? Italian food is loved worldwide. From pasta and pizza to gelato and espresso, there's something for everyone.
Speaking of pizza, I've heard that Naples is the birthplace of pizza. Is that true?
Well, some people say that pizza originated in the Persian Empire, but nowadays most people associate pizza with Italy as its birthplace. It is made with simple, fresh ingredients like tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, and olive oil.
Yum! I've tried making my own pizza before, but it never tastes quite as good as the ones in Italy.
That's because nothing compares to the real thing.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the beautiful landscapes of Italy. I've seen pictures of the Amalfi Coast, and it looks breathtaking.
It is. The Amalfi Coast is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is famous for its stunning cliffs, crystal clear waters, and colorful houses. It's an essential destination for anyone who appreciates the beauty of nature.
I can't wait to visit someday. Italy also has a rich cultural heritage with art, music, and fashion.
Yes, it does. Italy is the birthplace of opera, and it has produced some of the world's most famous artists, such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael.
And let's not forget about fashion. Italian fashion brands like Gucci, Prada, and Versace are some of the most famous in the world.
Absolutely. Italy is a country that has something for everyone, from history and culture to food and fashion.
We're going to talk about Tuscany, a beautiful region in central Italy known for its stunning landscapes, historic art, and delicious food.
Yes, Tuscany is an extraordinarily popular tourist destination in Italy, and with justification.
What does justification mean?
Justification means providing a reason or explanation for something. It refers to the act of showing that something is reasonable, fair, or valid. In the context of the sentence, Tuscany is an extraordinarily popular tourist destination in Italy, and with justification, the word justification means that there are good reasons why Tuscany is such a popular tourist destination. Tuscany is home to some of the world's most famous art and architecture, including the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, and the medieval city of Siena.
Tuscany is also famous for its beautiful landscapes, from the rolling hills of Chianti to the rugged coastline of the Maremma. The region is dotted with charming hilltop towns, vineyards, and olive groves.
And let's not forget about the food. Tuscany is known for its simple, hearty dishes, like ribollita, a hearty vegetable soup, and bistecca alla fiorentina, a thick steak grilled over an open flame.
Absolutely. Tuscany is a food lover's paradise, with its rich, flavorful cuisine and excellent wines. The region is famous for its Chianti and Brunello di Montalcino wines, which are produced from the local Sangiovese grape.
Tuscany is also a great destination for outdoor activities. You can go hiking, biking, or horseback riding in the region's beautiful countryside. There are also plenty of opportunities for water sports, like sailing, kayaking, and windsurfing along the coast.
And if you're interested in history, Tuscany has a rich cultural heritage. The region was once home to the Etruscans, an ancient civilization that predates the Romans. You can visit Etruscan ruins and museums throughout the region.
Tuscany is a truly magical place, with its stunning landscapes, historic art, and delicious food. It's a must-visit destination for anyone who loves travel, culture, and nature.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you for taking us on this journey through Italy, Sarah. I feel like I've learned so much about this beautiful country. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on Espresso English, and we'll see you next time.
You're welcome, Andrew. I'm glad I could share my love for Italy with you and our listeners.